Hello and welcome, my friends, to Mobile Monday Fun Day. This is kind of an odd video because this is Clash Royale. We haven't played this in a really long time. Well, actually, I've played it quite a bit. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Clash Royale and I've been playing it. I just haven't made very many videos of it. But because of the new updates and because of this new tournament, the Kings tournament, I decided to come in here and show you guys some of my games. So I'm already 7 games in, 7-0, and I wanted to show you guys my last games in the tournament to see if we can actually get to 12 wins. So here we go. Here's my first one. This one's against GOAT right here. I'm trying not to show you guys if I won or lost, because I want it to be kind of a surprise for you guys. I think that's kind of a fun thing to do. Now, the way this works, by the way, if you don't know how the Kings tournament works, is that it's completely random decks. I think they're decks that are designed by Supercell. They're not completely 100% random. They're designed by Supercell to be at least reasonable, so you don't get 100% spells or 100% of something and just end up being here. So I started off with a pretty quick rush here with my Dark Knight and my Archers, but it just doesn't end up working out at all. He ends up getting his Elixir up and kills all of my units, but one silly little Archer over here is going to do like a minuscule amount of damage, so he totally won that one on me. He has a huge advantage at this point. So I'm going to pop down my Furnace, which I don't really almost ever use in a real game, though I think I should probably end up using it a little bit more, because I've noticed that the Furnace is a fantastic a way to cause your enemy's tower some damage, as well as just keeping people busy, just making them run towards your Furnace and kind of letting your King Towers do even more damage than usual. But he's got a huge rush coming in here right now. He's got a Golem, an Archer, he's got a Musketeer over here, and he's going to just do massive damage to my King Tower right here. This Golem does like 200 damage every single time he attacks, so it's ridiculous. And on top of that, he's going to be throwing down a Poison as well, which is going to finish off every single one of my units. So he's just got a huge advantage at this point. I misplayed some stuff, and we got to come back here, guys. So you can tell my Furnace is still doing some damage over there. At least it's doing something, right? At least it's making some stuff happen. So, yeah, I always thought that the Furnace was 5 Elixir, but I guess I was wrong. I guess it's 4 Elixir now, and that's something that I just completely missed by not really using it ever, by just not paying attention. So anyways, he's going to go for another Golem rush against us on this left side over here, guys. We popped down our Skeleton Army, and that's going to do tons of damage to this Golem. One of the best ways to get rid of these big units like Giants and Golems and Pekkas and stuff like that is with this Skeleton Army. Super duper overpowered, and honestly, they're probably going to be nerfing it in the future because it's just it's used in almost every single game these days. Alright, so we got a mini rush on the left, sort of mini rush on the right. Let's see if we can make anything happen here, guys. With the Lumberjack and everything on top of the Rage, will anything happen? It looks like we do some pretty decent damage over here and maybe kill the Crown Tower right now, but we do not. Let's see if these little fire spirits can come in here and take it down. Alright, so right now we're actually winning. We changed this game completely, guys. We still defended our left side over here. We still got 2 Crown Tower left, and he only has 1, but he's going to poison me. He's going to be able to take this guy down. So it's all going to be coming down to who can defeat the other person's Crown Tower first, because I don't think either of us are going to go for the Kings. I just don't think that's going to happen yet. So, everything's going pretty good, but I just got to go for a full-on rush on this left side here. He's going for a Golem over here. If this rush fails, we might end up losing, so we got everything built in on this rush. Everything's coming in. He's got no good things to defend right now, and the Fire Spirits come in for the win. Can we do 1,400 more life of damage? And we do take his Crown Tower down. Shoop-da-whoop, baby. This is a really intense game right there against... Oh, look, I liked his name. Oh, that's a fun one, right? For our 8th win of the, thingamabob. Alright, so now here we go, guys. We're going to play this next game over here again. Trying not to show you who won. We got Haker today. So, the reason why I like these so much is that it's a lot more fun when you're playing with random decks. I kind of get stuck in this motion of having to use the same deck over and over again because they're my highest level decks. And I honestly don't play in tournaments all that much either. So, because they're too expensive, they're either 10 or 100 gems, which I usually don't feel like spending on those guys to play a couple extra games and whatnot. So this game's going to be a little bit different. We actually end up having the Expo, which, if you have it in your deck, I mean, you kind of got to use it, right? That's just how it goes. I know a lot of people hate the border and hate the Expo and all this stuff, but, you know, like I said, if you got it, you got to freaking use it. We're going to pop down our Skeleton Army over here. It's going to do a crazy fantastic job of defeating everybody and keeping us from losing just about any of our Crown Tower health. And we're only down about 100 or about 300 right now, which, honestly, doesn't even matter at this point. This early on in the game doesn't matter at all. So he's going to go for the triple musket. I popped down my mini Pekka sort of sadly right there, and he's going to end up popping down I tried to pop down my fire spirits, but it just wasn't enough to do any damage to those muskets. Again, I got to play with the deck a little bit and just get used to what I have. And the mini P.E.K.K.A, that was obviously a terrible, terrible play. I should have just popped down my... I know I'm going to say pop down all the time, but I should just pop down my fireball, just exploded them all, and maybe just put some fire spirits down right after that. So right now we got a pretty good... Oh, he's going to go for another set of these three musketeers. He mirrored the three musketeers, didn't he? I think he thought... I think he thought that I used my good defense for the three musketeers already. He's just going to go for another one of these guys. So I popped down my bowler over here. He's going to do a pretty decent job of defending. Not perfect, but he at least kills most of them. The musketeer is going to end up dying over here. And we can use the mini P.E.K.K.A and hopefully get a good attack off. Let's see if he'll put anything down. Oh, he does. He pops the knight down. Now he's going to defeat my mini P.E.K.K.A over here. Very nice play from him again, and we are definitely losing this game again, guys. We're just so bad at starting off. We got to get used to these things. So I put my princess down to at least do some extra damage to these guys. Let's see if we can keep ourselves from losing this crown tower right now. And I'm going to retaliate with a princess on top of an expo over here. He's going to pop the miner down on top of another one of these mega minions. Fire Spirit's going up to trying to defeat some of these guys pretty quickly, and we don't do that much damage overall to his crown tower. But at least this mega minion will end up dying without doing too much damage to my people. And I got a really nice counter rush coming in here. Mini P.E.K.K.A bowler. Oh yeah, mini P.E.K.K.A bowler are a very nice combo for ground. If he's got any air though, it's going to cause me some pretty big problems. So we got two princesses over here on top of an expo. How will it end up working? I'm not even sure. So the Mega Minion just going to annihilate my princesses. Just a horrible, horrible elixir trade right now. And we're just about to lose this game. Only 24 seconds left to make a really, really big play here. We got to go all out, my friends. So he's going to end up zapping my guys. I still got the bowler. The expo is attacking the crown tower right now. And we could end up taking down. There's only 400 health left. Come on, take it down. The expo is just about dead. The expo does end up dying. All we got to do is use our gigantic, crazy fire over here to take this last thing down. We didn't even... Actually, I didn't do that. I zapped it to the end, to end the game over there. Holy crap, dude. That was intense. I couldn't even talk that fast. Couldn't even talk that fast. There's so much crazy stuff going on. Plus, to be completely honest, I'm not used to commentating the names of these guys. It sometimes just, like, slips my mind. So we just fought Haker over here, or Hacker, or whatever his name is. Let's start with Ethan K. So two really, really tight games so far, guys. This is what happens when you get high up in these tournaments. And also, like I said, I have an absolute blast playing these. I feel like it's really, really fun to play with these sort of random things. The random cards. It's just exciting. It's way more exciting to play with those. And it also gets me used to playing with weird, odd cards and think about maybe popping those guys in my actual deck. And things like that. So it looks like he's going to do a pretty quick... Hog Rider Goblin on top of a poison, so he's going to waste a lot of elixir on this thing. Doesn't even kill my Musketeer, but I don't really have a good push over here. He did a crazy amount of damage to my Crown Tower. Again, that's sort of sad on my part, but I have the elixir. I have everything ready for a gigantic push, and all you need to do is get one excellent push with this Golem. So we got the Golem on the right side right now. Let's see if he tries to do something. So he's actually got the Tesla coil over there. That's a really nice counter to the Golem, by the way. I don't know why it's so good. It just seems like it's one of the better guys against. Like Cannon doesn't usually do that much stuff to it. Even the Inferno Tower is obviously like the best thing against the Golem, but it doesn't always end up working. So we're gonna end up using our Fire Spirits on this Hog Rider to hopefully keep him from killing my stuff. Everybody's just kind of piling up on top of each other, and his poison is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage to all my guys, and I'm not going to do very much at all with my Golem right now, so I am at a huge disadvantage again here, guys. We got to pull through, and my Musket is not really going to do that great of a job right now. Sort of a waste, honestly. I don't know. I'm going to try and Log Rider to keep him alive, and we do end up doing a pretty good job. Did I call it a Log Rider? I logged it, and I don't know, that was a pretty, I suppose, a fairly efficient defense over there. Keeping our Musket alive, doing an extra 200 to 400 damage to that Crown Tower. It's always a good sign. And he's got another fantastic rush coming in, guys. So I have to Rain of Fire. What is it? Fireball. I want to call it a Rain of Fire because I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Rush as well lately. So now we got a pretty good rush coming in here. Hopefully he doesn't poison us again, because if he poisons us, we're pretty much screwed. We do a crazy ton of damage to his Crown Tower again, but it's still not enough. We got to get this going, so we got to send out a gigantic rush here, guys. We got one last chance with this Golem to kill his Crown Tower. And he's going to do an Ice Wizard as well. We got a bunch of Elixir all set up. This is both of my Elixir collectors kind of adding up on top of each other right here. And he does something sort of silly right now. He poisons my Crown Tower. That's not usually a good thing to do. My Fire Spirits are coming in, and I'm going to actually end up using the Log over here to shoot them away a little bit further. And we got everything on top of each other, and he doesn't have a poison now! Oh, yes! So all these minions are just rocking every single one of his units. He just doesn't have enough, and even with these Barbarians, he can't stop me! Fire Spirits on top of everything, and he finally pops up that poison that he was looking for the entire game. But our damage is just too ridiculous at this point. But we gotta defend against this Hog Rider right here. We got a Log for sure. That's gonna stop these Goblins from doing anything. We don't have enough damage yet. The Goblin's not gonna kill him. Oh my god! So the Golem is not gonna kill this guy. So I got 2 Golems right now at his base, but I still gotta do more damage over here. Can we end up killing him before he kills us? If he gets that Hog Rider up again, we might end up losing this game. All I gotta do is kill one of them, though. The minions are going in hot right now. We're gonna fireball this guy, and we do end up surviving with the last 2 baby minions over there gonna take down the King Tower. Absolutely ridiculous. Another fantastic game again. Very, very tight, very close, very exciting the entire time. So, like I said, I've been having an absolute blast with these King tournaments. If you guys want to see some more games like this, hey, feel free to throw me a shout out, press the like button, man. That'll make me realize that you guys want to see stuff like this. So, oops, I kind of showed you guys if we want or not. It's not supposed to happen. So, anyways, we got another game over here. It's a pretty fun one, it looks like. The decks are interesting. That's all I gotta say. The decks are really interesting. I don't feel like I've been at a huge disadvantage with any deck yet. Obviously, they're all unique and special in their own way, and sometimes you only have like 1 or 2 ways to actually hurt your opponent's Crown Tower. This one, maybe a little bit different, because we do have the Ice Wizard and the... Oh, he's got the Crossbow. Oh, God, I hate the crossbows. We just do the Barbarians right away, but it's going to bowl me right on over, and my Barbarians, even though pretty decent, are not going to do enough damage to really kill it, but they got a bowler on top of that thing. Oh, man, so I don't even know if that was worth it. So we got to do our Knight for sure against this bowler. Knights are one of my favorite units to use. I still use him in my regular deck, by the way, my regular main deck, which, if you guys don't know, I'm actually at about 400, or 4,400 trophies from the last season, so I did pretty decent, I suppose. We got Hog Rider over here with another Goblin. He's actually going to freeze. Oh, I actually froze. I froze on top of all that stuff. That was absolutely perfect right there. I didn't even realize I was freezing, to be completely honest. So we got to use our cannon for sure to hopefully take them back up. Use the Knight again, as usual, right in the middle of everything. Fire Spirit, he just tanks those guys. And let's see if we can end up killing this Crown Tower right away. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. The Goblins are just not powerful enough. They just take way too many shots to kill these guys. Though, honestly, the Spirit Goblins are also a very fantastic card to use. I like them a lot. They're so weak. I mean, obviously, like, almost anything kills them. Logs, princesses, zaps, arrows, like, almost anything kills them. But at the same time, I find them fairly useful against a lot of different units. So he's got another Expo coming out against me. I popped my Barbarians down, but just a little bit late, and of course he's going to bowl us. So I'm going to put my cannon down on top of that stuff, but it's sort of a poorly placed cannon, and the bowler is just going to bowl right through my cannon and my Barbarians, and I kind of misplayed that, but we're still in the lead right now. We have only 400 damage more to do against his Crown Tower to win this game, and all we get to do is defend ours. So we get the Knight popping out, again, as usual. My Knight is my favorite card in the entire world, and of course, P.E.K.K.A can't do nothing against these goblins. Alright, so we got our Hog Rider coming out again. All we gotta do is another 2 hits with the Hog Rider, but he ends up doing the Expo over here as a defensive unit. And it's really not gonna do enough stuff over here, so we gotta use our Ice Wizard. And oh, he's gonna do another bowler over here. What are we gonna do over here, guys? We're gonna start poisoning, thinking that this game is going to end before either of us end up actually killing each other's Crown Tower. I gotta defend for sure, so he's starting to hurt me. I still gotta pop my barbs down. We do have defending over here, but barely. And the Hog Rider's gonna run over there again. Can he get 1 hit off? It looks like he does. The zap misses over here. Only 14 seconds left. Will he do the 700 damage to my Crown Tower? All we gotta do is defend, my friends. So we're gonna pop the cannon down a little bit farther on the left over here to lure all the units over. Ice Wizard's gonna pop and slow everybody down, and the Knight behind everything to stop them from doing anything. We do end up winning this game again. Holy crap. So very, very intense game so far. This one was probably the least intense of them all, but still, I feel like I did some nice plays so far. Some nice plays overall against T. Mario. Alright, so we got one more game over here against Lynchfest. This is for, if I'm not mistaken, this is for the 12th win of my King tournament. Or King, whatever you want to call it. King matches. So let's see if we can do it, guys. Let's see if we can handle this guy. We got a really nice deck. If you guys haven't noticed, Giant Balloon is very, very difficult to defend. People use that as regular decks all the time. Now, one thing that I've noticed about these is I don't see that many other legendaries besides the Ice Wizard and the Princess. I don't know if they just don't want to put those in the random things or what they're planning on doing, but I've noticed that pretty consistently. And I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing forever. I've seen the Lumberjack once. I guess Log as well. I guess I do see quite a few legendaries. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit with my lack of legendaries. Maybe just, I'm kind of just missing the Sparky. I guess that's the one that I'm waiting to see in a deck. Maybe they think that's a little bit too powerful with only random cards. To defend the Sparky is going to be difficult for sure. Alright, so we've got our Giant coming in. Of course, when you're playing with the Giant Balloon deck, you just gotta say, screw it, I don't care if they do damage to my tower. Of course, I'm gonna try and defend it, at least a little bit. But you really want to go for one gigantic mega attack. That's kind of your goal right here. So I'm gonna say, screw the left side. I don't really care all that much. We're gonna go for our Giant Balloon with another Archer after that. Now, let's see if we can take these guys down. I'm gonna Rage it as well. And the Balloon is just gonna walk right in. He says, well played to me, but he's still gonna do massive damage to my left side over there. The Hog Rider and the Valkyrie did crazy damage to mine. So I ended up taking his down as well. The Giant's officially dead, but the Balloon's still popping in there. Going to take down his Tesla coil, and we do overall a very, very good job. We defended ours and we took his down. Of course, when you're playing Balloon Giant, again, it's more about just one gigantic mega Balloon Giant rush. There's 10 elixir popped in that thing, and it's very difficult to do any damage besides to crown towers when you have that rush happening. But it's still super duper effective if you can make it happen. So at this point, we're just trying to play as defensive as possible, waste the least amount of elixir as possible so we can get our Giant in the very back and just get our Giant Rush piled up and ready to go. So what we're going to do here, guys, this is a weird one, because I know I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do 2 rushes. I just want to take down his King Tower. I don't even care about the Crown Tower, dude. Just go for the King. I know it's 4,000 health. He's going to pop a Tesla coil down in between all of that stuff. I think he's confused on where I'm going for. There's a really nice play, though, because he doesn't know if I'm going for the left or the right side, but he sees the Giant coming down the right. He wants to defend his King Tower for sure. So I get a fantastic defense right now, guys. We've got minions. We've got our Witch attacking that Hog Rider, and he does almost no damage to me, but my Giant is already almost dead. But we got tons of elixir all over the place. We got to use it to our advantage. And the Balloon is still not out yet. Let's pop another Giant down, and the Balloon behind it. And we got a crazy rush coming in hot right now, guys. And we're going to Rage it on top of the Giant, still trying to tank it, but not going to tank it enough. And the King is getting attacked right now by our Balloon. He's got almost full health. 1,600, 1,500, 500 health, and he will take down that guy. And he's got only 200 health left on his King Tower. But I don't have a great defense right now, guys. And that's the problem with this, oh no, he's gonna pop that guy down as well. The Hog Rider's gonna end up using, almost killing us right there with the freeze. But we still gotta push forward, guys. So we gotta push forward, and we gotta do that 200 health damage, because I don't have anything ranged right now. So we got our Giant with all these archers coming in, but the archers are going to get annihilated by his Valkyrie, and he's going to come in with the Hog Rider again, and I try and stop the Hog Rider. I'm going to use the ice thing as well. The Giant is going to end up tanking all this stuff and pop down his King Tower and destroy it for the win. Another really, really crazy game over here for my 12th win in this tournament thing. I want to know, is it actually called a tournament? I don't know. I mean, yeah, so that was all of them right there. I ended up going 12-0, as crazy as that sounds, because I played it a couple times. I think I've done it 2 or 3 times, and I didn't get 12 wins on the other 2. But at this one, I ended up going not just 12-2 or something like that. I went 12-0, which I was so happy about, and I wanted to show you guys. So, pretty quick, just to show you guys what I'm talking about over here. It's the King's Cup Challenge. So the King's Cup, I was calling it a tournament. King's Cup Challenge. It's only 5 gems, so that's a pretty reasonable amount of gems right there. I find it quite exciting and actually pretty fun to play in that. I also think it's fairly interesting that it's only 5 gems, and you get the same prizes as the Classic Challenge, which is cost 10 gems to get in. So, that's a pretty interesting thing. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. I'd like to do some more cool, fun challenges or cool, fun games for you guys. in the future. I know some people don't really like watching me play Clash Royale, and I understand that as well. Hopefully you guys still enjoy this video as much as you possibly can. Let me know if you have anything that you think I can improve in my Clash Royale videos. And have a super duper delicious day.